Hello beautiful people, welcome once again to Home Tips with Mira. In today's episode we are going to look at the fruit called pomegranate and how to grow it here right in Ghana. But before we do that, let's look at some interesting things about the fruit pomegranate. Here I am standing right by my pomegranate tree. What pomegranate actually needs is direct sunlight, so you have to plant it at a place that it can be exposed to like between 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. And you should also give it manure from time to time and be watering it, but don't overwater it. It can do well in most soil types, whether it's clay soil, loamy soil or sandy soil. It can actually do well, provided there are enough nutrients in the soil to let it grow very well. And the nutrients also in the soil actually determines the kind of fruits and the number of fruits that will come on it. If it is nutrient-rich soil, of course your fruit is bound to be very tasty and very nutritious. But if it lacks so much nutrients, well, we'll take it in between. Pomegranates usually bear two kinds of flowers, which is the male flowers and the female flowers. The female flowers will turn into fruits, and then the male flowers will actually drop. So if you have a pomegranate plant in your home and all the flowers are dropping, it's an indication that the flowers that came on the tree are more male flowers. Don't be alarmed. You know, you can also use the flowers as herbal tea. You can just air dry them in your room, and then when they are dried enough, you just pack them in a clean jar, close it, and then from time to time you just steep the dried flowers in hot water and take as your herbal tea. It contains a lot of antioxidants. And when your pomegranate finish bearing fruits, you can also prune it. And when you cut the stems, don't throw them away. You can actually propagate the stems. And it takes a shorter period when you propagate the stem to bear fruit as compared to when you nurse the seeds. If you nurse the seeds, of course, they will germinate and then you plant it. So let's say if you nurse the seeds and it will take you up to 5 years to bear fruit, propagating it through the stem can take you somewhere between like 1.5 to 3 years to bear fruit. For the first fruiting season, the pomegranate can yield maybe just even a single fruit, but it depends on the nutrients in the soil. I have 2 pomegranate ripe fruits on the tree. I'm going to pluck it and then we'll see what's inside. Pomegranates are super fruits because when you take them on regular basis, they help with cardiovascular health, that is promoting the well-being and the state of your heart. And also, according to research, taking a juice of pomegranate for like 6 weeks is able to lower one's blood pressure, especially for people living with type 2 diabetes. It also helps to reduce any manner of inflammation in your body. So I would encourage you to take pomegranates from time to time. There are different kinds of pomegranates. This one that I harvested in my home, it's yellow, as you can see, and this one, which is more like red in color, I got it from the market. Now we'll cut the fruit to see exactly how the inside looks like. But before we do that, we'll have to wash them in salty water. First of all, we have to cut the crown part in a 4 square manner, and then we'll take off the crown and then we'll see the seeds inside. So when you have the seeds, then it can guide you to cut around the fruit accordingly. The juice is already coming out. Now you have to hold the side and side and then pull it open. One pomegranate can contain about 1,000 seeds. Interesting, right? Now let's remove it into our bowl. Please, before you do this, make sure that your hands are well washed. Let's cut the yellow one and also see how the inside looks like. Wow, the inside looks white. The seeds of the pomegranate, they look like grains of corn, but they are fleshy and the flesh is around the seed, and it is called areoles. So for the red pomegranate, we had red seeds, and for the yellow one, we had pale yellow seeds. Like I said, there are different kinds of pomegranate, and some of the seeds can be a bit pinkish, some can be red, depending on the variety that you have. And if you have it like this, you can use the pomegranates in your smoothies, or you can in fact juice it, put everything in your blender and then just pulse it, 1 or 2, and then you can strain it, and then you get your pomegranate juice. Or you can take it raw like this, just sprinkle some on your salad or eat it as a snack. If you don't want to eat all your pomegranates at a go, you can keep them in bowls like this and keep them in the freezer. Or better still, in keeping them, when you get it right like this, you can keep it on your kitchen shelf in a cold place, or you can also keep it in the fridge, and when you are ready, you just reach out for it and then you use it. Pomegranate helps a lot when they are consumed because they help in fighting cancerous cells in the body. So I would encourage you to buy pomegranates. You know, one thing about it is that the foreign ones, they are a bit expensive, but hey, you can just plant one in your home and it doesn't take long to bear fruits for you. As usual, I always do the tasting for you. So let's get to tasting it, and then I'll share the red one, the feedback with you, and the white one too, how it tastes like. Let's go. Okay, it has a tart taste, and it's a little bit sweet. So that's how I would describe the red pomegranate. Now let's taste the white one. Okay, so the yellow one tastes a little bit sweeter than the red one. Thank you so much for watching Home Tips with Mira. Please go on my YouTube page and like, and also on my Facebook, and also share the video so that others can also learn from it.